So, let's be a little messy too. I'll do this one instead. A church group called Imperial Valley Ministries are in hot water because they have basically found homeless people. Good for you, first of all. And then bad for you, second of all, because what they're doing with these homeless people are forcing them to work and ask for money 9 hours a day, 6 days a week. So they are disputing these claims. However, these people are all coming forward, kind of like I akined it to, this is not the same, but I akined it to this, where Bill Cosby had one accuser and the next thing you know he had 40, so you can't really ignore and say that one person was crazy. So one lady, I think she was 17, she broke a window in the Imperial Ministries Valley, what do they call it? Imperial Valley Ministries, and escaped, went to the police and said what was happening. And then other people started to corroborate this story. So what were they doing? Forcing them to, because you know under the adage, if you don't work, you don't eat. Out there asking for money 9 days, or 9 hours a day, 6 days a week. Because you know you have to rest on the Sabbath. And they were basically forcing them into slavery. They called it some other word under the law, but it was slavery. Because they were making them work for food and shelter, but of course under very harsh conditions, and they were very closely watched, and they couldn't leave and stuff like that, like a cult instead of a church, because it's a non-denominational church is what it's supposed to be. So what will be the fate of IVM, Imperial Valley Ministries? What are we looking at? Slavery, basically. Indentured servitude. I have to look it up now. Ooh, you get the tower. I have to look it up now, because it was something else there. Not just, what was that? Was that it? No. Because I need the words that were used. I should pause this, shouldn't I? But I don't want to. Yeah, why am I doing it that way? Yeah, pause it, because I have to type something in now. Okay, so Victor Gonzalez is the former pastor who allegedly directed much of the conspiracy. Okay, so he didn't do anything wrong. Where'd it go? That fast, Jesus. Phone cooperate. See, if y'all didn't have 900 ads on your page, then I wouldn't have to click this. So, the indictment alleges an appalling abuse of power by church officials who preyed on vulnerable homeless people with false promises of a warm bed and meals. Instead, the victims were held captive, and some of them who received financial aid, food stamps, they had to sign over 40% of those food stamps to the church to cover expenses, they say. And they were forced to do the panhandling, like I told you. And they would lock them inside these little huts that they have, that they were basically prisoners of the church. But they were supposed to be being helped with food and somewhere to stay. but you have to go out and work for me, and then you also have to stay in this place, and I'm going to basically chain you in because they were locked in, which is why the young girl had to break the window to get out. Now, all of this is alleged. So let's take a look. What's the fate? So here's the money. Here's the work. Right off the bat, I get that this is not a religious anything. Because they do a lot of work also at the Mexico border. So I'm pretty sure you can... It's safe to assume. I'm going to assume anyway, whether it's safe or not, that those seeking asylum or those who are considered illegal immigrants are probably captured by this in particular organization and forced to work. I know who is it, Alyssa Milano, who did I think that's who it is, who did an expose about Mexican labor, basically slavery. They lock them up and then they let them work, but they don't actually pay them anything. They just give them a place to stay and something to eat. So basically, so you don't die of cold and hunger, but you go right back out and you work for my profit. So I get money here. I get money, and not only money, but something we do all the time. So I don't get religion. And there's the star. So this is about the future of the organization. The Fool. There's like this, it's boundless. That's what the Fool is. This is all the possibility in the world. So you stand at the border and you wait for them to come in and you exploit them, basically. This is alleged. Queen of Swords. Something legal. I feel like there's a woman here somewhere that... And not the young lady. This is someone on their side, the Imperial Valley Ministries side. Now, the guy's name is Victor Gonzalez. He was the former director of this thing. There's a woman here, though. 4 of Wands. She's in the institution somehow. I don't know if she gets things started. I don't know how she is connected into this, but she is. Well, of Fortune. King of Swords. So it's a team effort, basically. When I get the king and the queen of the same suit, what it tells me is team. So there is a team effort, basically. So it's not just one woman involved. She's involved here, he's involved there. So it's a team effort. They've got it surrounded. So if it was not for this young girl who broke out, this would still be going on. Because the FBI is looking into this now. But, like I said, it's alleged, so let's get the fate. Now, mind you, this is the outcome card, so we'll keep it moving. The fear is 7 of Swords. Probably exposure, because this is sneaky, getting away with something. Strength is in your hopes. Hope again. The 3 of Cups. There's your alliance. This is in the environment. And then bickering, fighting, quarreling, politics. So now your alliance is starting to crumble. Because you are doing some modern day slavery. And calling yourself a church. 3 of Wands. That's your warning, your plans. Your solace. There are young people that you can manipulate, or that you have manipulated to, I guess, sort of join the team, so they will stick up for you. That doesn't mean a whole lot, though. But the cooperation meets the Tower. So... there it is. I was like, where's the Hierophant or the Devil? So we got 4 of Cups. That offers money. Transition. This is your, I'm giving you a place to stay, but you have to sign everything over to me. The High Priest is the Hierophant in this deck. But, It's definitely not a religious organization. Yeah, I just see money and then burden. Money, burden. Money, burden. Yeah, there's going to be more light shed on this. This is going to become a bigger story than they thought. Here is a woman here who is what they call a pro bono, so she's going to represent breaking the mystery, the Dark Alliance. So yeah, there's a bigger story here, and someone is indeed going to get to the bottom of it. What is their fate? Their fate is they're done. Get them all.